Hello students, in this video I will show you how to work with field properties pane in a table in MS Access. Now we use field properties to control data entered into a field. It also allows us to specify certain field characteristics and properties. Today we will work with some of the field properties like field size, validation text, validation rule and required. Now I want all of you to go through the video of chapter number 3 part 1 where I have showed you how to open MS Access, how to create a database, how to create a table in design view, setting a data type and entering record in a datasheet view, because it is very much important if you want to understand rest of the content in MS Access. So kindly go through the video of chapter number 3 part 1. Now let us come back. Suppose say this is my table in design view. Here I have just entered 3 fields: name, English and Hindi. So I have basically made this video only to show you how to work with validation rule and validation text. So you know the data type for name is text because I will be entering the text, and for English and Hindi I have made it as a number so that I can enter the marks. Now if you go through the lower window pane, we call this as a field properties pane. Now here suppose say in English field properties pane I have mentioned the validation rule as greater than equal to 10 and less than equal to 90. So you can see here greater than equal to 10 and less than equal to 90. So what does this mean? This means that a validation rule limits the value that the field will accept. For example, if the validation rule for this field, that is English, is greater than 10 and greater than equal to 10 and less than equal to 90, it means that the field must contain a value that is greater than equal to 10 or less than equal to 90. If you enter any of the value less than 10 or greater than 90, you will get an error message. Now you need to know what is the problem in the database. So if you want to see the problem, then you need to mention the validation text, that is the message that it will display. Now in the validation text, what I have written is I have given one message, that is enter the marks in the range 10 to 90. Now let me zoom it. See, I have given the message. If you want, you can give your own message accordingly. Now next, in the required field I have given yes. So there are two options: either you can give it yes from this drop down list or you can make it as a no. Now what is required? Say if you mention required as yes, you cannot move to another field. Suppose say without entering the marks to the English field, you cannot move to Hindi field. It will show you the error because your required is yes. Suppose if you write required as no, you can move to the next field without entering any value, means you can keep that field as empty. So this is the only difference between yes and no. Now let us go back to the datasheet view. Now before that, let me show you one more thing in the design view. In the name field, here see that the field size is 255, means you can enter the character till 255. Suppose if you change the character and you can write it, suppose 5, means 5 is my maximum limit. You cannot write the name of the students of more than 5 characters. So you can enter only the name with 5 characters. So you can also adjust this accordingly. Let me keep it 255 only. Now let us move back to the datasheet view. Suppose let me write down the name, say Aryan, Arayyan, Aryan. Now I am going to the English field. Now without writing any name, without writing or entering any value, let me go to Hindi section and enter one of the value, suppose say 90. Now I want to enter another record. So you can directly click in the next row or you can press the tab key. Now once I want to move to the next row, it is showing me that you must enter the value in the students, that is English field, because my required is yes. So I cannot leave this field as empty, so you need to enter one of the value, suppose say 80. Then you can move to the next field. In Hindi my required is no, so you can move to the next row without typing the number also, no problem. Now go to the next row. So let me write another name, Sita. Now here I will try with my validation rule and validation text. Say I am entering the number 8, means less than 10. Now let me move to the next field. Now what it is showing me? It is showing me a message in a dialog box that enter the marks in the range 10 to 90. Why? Because it is violating the validation rule. So click on OK. So you need to mention the marks that is greater than equal to 10 or less than equal to 90. Suppose say 75. Now let me move to the Hindi. Now here I am mentioning say 95, and let me move to the next row for another record. Again it is showing me a message that says enter the marks in the range 10 to 90, because the value I have input is more than 90, so it is violating the validation rule. So I have given the value as 85. Now move to the next field. So in this way we can enter the record one by one. So basically, as I have said, I wanted to show this video to you just to work with the validation rule, validation text and required. So I hope you have understood it now. So I want all of you to open MS Access, create your own database and practice it. Let me repeat once again. If you want to understand the rest of the content, then you need to go through the video of chapter number 3 part 1, because until and unless you don't understand how to create a table and assign the data type and switch between the design view and datasheet view, it becomes difficult to understand the rest of the content. So do practice at home. Thank you, children.